Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my weekly TBR. This is for week number 22 and it is May the 28th through June the 3rd. So this is going up a lot later than it normally would. So I actually filmed this video yesterday in full and I was editing the video and realized I was even more chatty and rambly and all the things than I normally am. And I'm like, I just was not happy with it. So here we are. Now, the reason it's so much later in the day is because Garrett and I went out today, which was a lot of fun. So we went to the Toronto Public Library, one of the branches in North York, which is north Toronto. And they have a, it's called Bookends, and it's an ongoing room with sales, ex-library books and stuff people have donated and things like that. So for something to do today, we decided to go do that. Toronto is doing a festival this weekend called Word on the Street. And while it sounded like fun, I just didn't know if I was 100% up for it. Harlequin was going to be there and they were doing a panel with a few different authors, but I decided, I thought, you know what? I'd rather do this. I've never been to this Bookends place before. I got a bunch of stuff. So usually what I do on my Thursday video or my Sunday videos is I do kind of my book haul from the week. But I think I might do a separate book haul on Thursday this week. So, because I've got other stuff that I bought earlier this week. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is what I'm trying to avoid. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the books that I am hoping to get to in the week to come. I am very excited about all of these books. Again, as I do with these lists, I've changed this around again a little bit. How I was doing it was to pick some books from my TBR using a spin the wheel that I have with all these different prompts on it, which was great. But what I found over the last few weeks is that I wasn't necessarily getting to those books. And I was picking them because they fit the prompt, but I wasn't super interested or super excited about reading them. So I've scaled it back and I've decided to do just a few books that I want to mood read. Mood reading is now, I just want to mood read for a lot of situations. So the first book I have here on my list is a book that literally just came out on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. And I had pre-ordered it in physical copy because I love this author and I am really excited that she is trying something different. And the book is One Little Spark by Ellie Banks. Now, Ellie Banks is actually Maisie Yates. This is a pen name. So for her first domestic thriller, domestic suspense novel, I guess. And she did do a pen name for this just to differentiate herself from, the Maisie Yates that we're all used to with her delightful cowboy romances. But I'm really excited to see what this one, how this plays out. She's a fantastic writer anyway, so I already have high hopes for this, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And it says, before the fire, it was the perfect place to raise a family, an idyllic community where neighbors knew one another, or so they thought. So yeah, I cannot wait. So like I said, mood read city this week, I think, and I am very much looking forward to this one. The next one on my list, I've decided to start really using Hoopla and Libby more for audiobooks. Even if I own, this is where I was having a hard time wrapping my head around listening to audiobooks. So for me, it was okay, if I own the book, for example, I own this book. I've already paid money for this book. Why am I going to either A, pay money for the audiobook if I can't get it? Because new release, whatever. Or why am I going to go ahead and borrow the audiobook when, I bought this in physical format. I want to read it in physical, you know what I mean? And for some reason, I was having a very hard time wrapping my head around that. When a lot of people, that's what they do. They will support the author by, purchasing the book and then go ahead and listen to it on audio. However they get it, through Libby or Hoopla or, using credits for Audible or whatever the case may be. Scribed is another option. So that's something that I've been struggling with quite a bit, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's kind of a hang-up, if you will. But I've decided to kind of look at books that I want to read and see if I can get the audiobook for free. I think if I already paid for the book, as long as I'm not paying for the audiobook as well, I think I can, in my brain, justify it a bit more. Does that make sense? So this one I was able to find on Hoopla, and it is Sun-Kissed Days by Samantha Chase. This is a novella. It's book 0.5 in the Magnolia Sound series. I did buy this one on Kindle for like 99 cents. Again, it's a like a less than 200 page novella. And but like I said, I found the audiobook on Hoopla, so I'm super stoked. So I'm looking forward to getting to this one. It's nice and short, exactly what I want. Summertime read for sure. Really looking forward to this one. The next one is my middle grade May pick. This is the last week for middle grade May. This has been a wonderful event that was hosted by, or is still hosted by, because we're still in May, Storm from Storm Reads, Lee from Dark Roots Creations, Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books, and Beth from Soul Stained Ink. All four of those ladies will be listed in the description box below. Please go and check out all their channels. So I had picked some middle grade books, and this is the final one that I'm looking forward to getting to. Again, if I can get this one on audio, we'll see. But I'm so excited about this one. So we have Peril at Owl Park by Martha Jocelyn. This is the second book in the Aggie Morton Mystery Queen series. So this is a middle grade series where our main character, Aggie Morton, is based off Agatha Christie, like the real life woman Agatha Christie, but when Agatha Christie was like a 12-year-old girl, and her friend Hector Poirot. This is so delightful. If you have not picked up this series, it is so unbelievably delightful. The first book is called The Body Under the Piano. This is part of the reason why, like, some books I'm like, I kind of want to read them in print or ebook. This one actually has like drawings. So you can see all the characters. There's Aggie right there, and there's Hector. But each chapter as well, let me get to the beginning of a chapter here. The beginning of each chapter has delightful drawings as well. I mean, these books are just so much fun. And I mean, it's a middle grade book, so I should be able to read this one relatively quickly. It's a chunkier book, but middle grade, right? So yeah, there are 4 books in total in this series. I have the first 3 in this kind of floppy trade paperback. The 4th book is out, but it's only in hardcover, so I'm waiting until it comes out in this edition, and then I'm going to pick up a copy of it. So yeah, this series is absolutely delightful, and I love it so, so much. Next up, we have my Harlequin new release. So this is a Harlequin book that is newly released as of, in this case, May of 2023. Next month, there will be new releases for the month of June. And this week, we have a love-inspired suspense novel, and this is Alaskan Wilderness Murder by Kathleen Taylor. Taylor. So I am looking forward to this one. I have no idea what it's about. It had a buzzword in there, which is Alaska. I love books set in Alaska for some reason. I'm just absolutely obsessed, and I want to travel there one day. I would love to go on an Alaskan cruise. We shall see. But yeah, so I do have this book as well to read, and I cannot wait. I think it's going to be fantastic. And last but not least, my throwback book, which is either a Babysitter's Club, Sweet Valley, Nancy Drew. And last week we had Sweet Valley, and we're going back to Sweet Valley this week again with One of the Gang, Sweet Valley Twins number 10 by Francine Pascal, written by Jamie Suzanne. She wrote all the Sweet Valley Twins books. So yeah, so I've got this one. This one is going to take me 0 time. Like, I think I can finish this one in less than an hour. So these are great, quick little reads, and I am very much looking forward to getting to it. So that's my TBR for the week, you guys. Yeah, but for those of you who were not in the live show that I did last night, you may not have heard, I am very excited, and I'm only mentioning this because I mentioned it in my last week's Friday Reads video, or not Friday Reads, my last week's Saturday weekly TBR video, and that I had my exam yesterday for the course that I took for work to get certified in a way. I passed. I am so beyond grateful. So happy it's done. So happy I passed the course. I mean, just got by, like, and I'm fine with that because I am not going to be a brain surgeon. I'm not trying to get into Harvard. You know, a pass is a pass is a pass as far as I'm concerned, right? And I passed. I'm happy. It was not an easy course. I am now an estate administrator. I do work in insolvency or bankruptcy if anyone is curious about that, about what it is that I do. I am generally the first point of contact for people who are looking to for financial help in that situation. I don't work with creditors. I work with the bankrupts themselves, or the people who are insolvent. And it's a rewarding job, to be completely honest. And as much as one can, I do enjoy what I do. I like helping people that way, right? So I am now an estate administrator, which is very exciting. It was a course that took me almost 2 years, 19 modules. It's very legal because, of course, the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act. It's a very legal, everything is a legal procedure. This isn't just, you know what I mean? So it wasn't easy. And as a woman in her early 40s who has not stepped foot in a classroom in over 20 years, I'm really happy with myself. So yay, I am beyond happy. Anyway, guys, I wanted to share that news for those of you who may not have heard last night me talking about it on the live show. But anyway, that's all I have for today's video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of the books that I mentioned. And yeah, let me know what you're reading in this coming week. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.